In this edition of City News, find out why El Camino wants a yes vote on the November ballot. Also, History on Wheels visits the local farmers market, and Hawthorne High School makes some huge improvements. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Margaret Sharp. 10 years ago, El Camino College asked for bond money to build and renovate their campus, and voters said yes. This year, the college is hoping for the same level of support with an extension of Measure E on the November ballot.
I'm the same age as the college, so I make those comments about, when you get to be that age, your roofing goes bad, your plumbing goes bad, etc.
El Camino College is 65 years old, and the initial bond of nearly $400 million has been used to improve the campus. That first bond included a new parking structure, new and renovated buildings, and a new football stadium. Fallows says that many enjoyed the iconic old stadium, so replacing it did create initial controversy.
Now what we're doing is we're using land more effectively. We're putting a track inside a stadium so it has multiple uses, and now the coaches are some of our greatest supporters.
If voters pass the Measure E extension this November, El Camino College will get an additional $350 million for further projects. The money in both the 2002 and 2012 cases can only be used for facilities, not salaries or pension. The stadium, math, business, and allied health building are both still under construction and are covered by the first bond.
As distinguished from the proposed 2012 bond, which will have another different set of buildings completed. Those will be the arts, the sciences, and the student services buildings.
Property owners in the district will pay a higher price on taxes if the measure goes through.
So you're only going to see an increase about $21 throughout the entire construction of both the 2002 bond and the 2012 bond. $21 a year is a pretty good deal, we think, for the opportunity to continue to have this support for students in our area.
The voters who will decide this issue include residents of Hawthorne, El Segundo, Inglewood, Lawndale, and Lenox. For more information about Measure E, go to www.smartvoter.org. The percentage of students passing the California High School Exit Exam, or CAHSEE, has been on the rise. Jennifer Murillo has more.
A higher student-to-teacher ratio didn't stop Hawthorne High School from having one of the largest improvements here in the South Bay last year. Principal Mark Newell tells us what they do to help prepare the students for the CAHSEE exam every year.
No school can prepare for a test. Say, okay, this is what's going to be on the test, this is what we need to cover. But what we can do is we can align our curriculum to those things that are effective, or those things that may be on the test that all children should know.
As school is back in session, teachers have started to take the same measures that helped many students last year.
One thing that our English department did is every several weeks they give out writing prompts for the kids.
These dedicated teachers volunteered hours of their own time, hoping their efforts would help their students succeed.
They stay together after school, they don't get paid for it, and they'll sit for a couple hours and they'll just grade each other's papers.
Math teachers also put in extra effort to help improve mathematical scores.
In math, we also have a warm-up. We get these problem solving, and he shows us how to go over it, tips and strategies and stuff like that.
Last year, approximately 100 students who didn't pass the CAHSEE the first time were chosen to receive extra help from a private company.
It provided the students with that extra support on a Saturday morning in English, language arts, or mathematics.
The California Exit Exam was implemented to have all students graduate from high school with the same basic knowledge.
Too many children were passing, they were getting the credits, but they would graduate and then colleges or work locations would find out that this kid can't even read as well as he should have, or doesn't have the computational skills in mathematics that they should have.
Students wishing to graduate from a California high school need a minimum score of 350 on the CAHSEE. Today, there is a 95% passing rate. Many schools continue to strive towards perfection by providing extra incentives for their students.
We also have movie tickets and little iPods and things like that we hold raffles for.
I would like to see our principal dye his hair. That'd be really funny. To see the commander-in-chief walk around with that wild color hair, that's what I really look forward to.
Principal Newell says parents can also help by making their children complete their assignments, are on track for the KC exam in March, and for graduation. For HCTV, I'm Jennifer Murillo.
If you would like more information on the exam, you can visit www.cde.ca.gov. Thanks in part to a bond measure of almost $100 million, 3 schools in the Centinela Valley Union High School District are getting upgrades and new buildings. Hawthorne High School is one of the lucky ones getting a much-needed makeover.
It's time that the schools modernize because it's 60 years old.
By the time construction finishes, a new science center, an engineering building, and media center will open for students. This is part of the modernization that Principal Mark Newell speaks of, and a movement to design learning places differently.
Back 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, schools were all built the same. And they were built for the way that the adults wanted to see the schools built.
But now, Newell says schools are built with students in mind.
They like the open areas. They like being able to study in groups outside. They like an environment that is not just 4 walls and you walk from one room to the next room.
The first phase of construction is slated to end by fall 2013, when a new science center will be revealed, creating a hands-on environment.
That's what our goal is to provide for our students, so they can explore more, enrich more, go online more, do more experiments, dissections, depending on their subject area.
Students are looking forward to getting hands-on time in the Science Center.
I wanted science to be more exciting, so I feel with these new buildings, it will kind of make it more exciting to learn.
Since the first phase won't roll out until next fall, some students will just miss the benefits.
It's going to be pretty cool, but I'm not going to be here to see it because I'm going to graduate this year.
Although Devon won't be there to see the doors open to the Science Center, the improvements will still be something to be proud of.
It's going to make me feel good that I came from this school.
As the Science Center opens its doors next fall, construction will begin on the new engineering building. Coming up next on City News, nearly 2,000 members of the community gathered at Dana Middle School find out why. Plus, a health clinic in Hawthorne is providing free relief for those suffering from a common disease. There's more ahead. We'll be right back.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the Forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family. Ooh. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
$7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
You're watching Hawthorne Community Television, Channel 22, quality programming for the city of Hawthorne.
Welcome back. Hawthorne prepares to let the games begin. Reporter Amy Davis has the story.
In Hawthorne, the temperature reached into the 90s over the weekend, but that didn't stop people from coming out to celebrate the new season of the very popular sport, soccer.
Today is the opening day for AYSO Region 21 in Hawthorne, and coincidentally it's also our 40th anniversary.
And with 40 years of organized soccer under its belt, AYSO isn't getting any less popular with the kiddos.
We do sign-ups in May and June. Those kids are wound up at sign-ups. They say 2 months is too far to wait.
Over 100 teams are registered this year. Each team participated in the opening day parade where they took turns showing off their individual team banners, many of which were homemade by the team players.
Next we have Manchester United. Coach Edson Chavez.
After the parade, children played, ate food, and enjoyed soccer-related activities that were hosted by the MLS soccer team, Chivas USA.
They want to play. They are excited, and I don't know, they got energy that comes to second nature, and I sure wish I could grab some of that.
It's great to see everybody participate and have a fun family day of starting the kickoff of AYSO soccer.
Soccer season officially started last Sunday, and over 1,200 kids are participating. For HCTV, I'm Amy Davis.
Registration for next season is in May. For the past several years, the Hawthorne President's Council has held a community barbecue to benefit the Holiday Assistance Program. The council asks community members to bring canned foods, toys, or any goods that can be used to create holiday baskets for low-income families. The baskets will be given out this Thanksgiving or Christmas. This year's barbecue will be held at the Hawthorne Memorial Center on October 18th at 5 p.m. For more information about the event or how to donate, email community.advocate@sbcglobal.net. School Today for a Healthier Tomorrow. See how those with diabetes are finding ways to live healthier lives. Reporter Amy Davis has a story.
There may not be a cure for diabetes yet, but there are ways sufferers can get a handle on the disease. And now at the Vasek Pollock Clinic in Hawthorne, a new program is making it that much easier.
This program is called GOAL, which stands for Get Out and Live, just to promote a healthier living, healthier life, so that they can manage their diabetes in a good way.
Thanks to a grant from the state of California, this program is free to all approved patients, and it includes an extensive amount of education and treatment.
So they get clinical tests, lab work, physicals. Then after the program, 3 months later, they get another post-test.
Patients are referred to the program through many scenarios, such as health fairs, doctor's referrals, and walk-ins.
We've identified individuals that need this clinical attention. We get them in the program.
After the patient is approved, they begin their educational journey.
Over the course of the 9 weeks, we have a ton of material that we provide.
Each week, the class meets for 3 hours, and it includes a physical checkup with nurse practitioner Melody Lee.
We do medication management, talk about their blood pressure, and then how they're doing with their diet and exercise.
For patient Phyllis Murray, the GOAL program is proving to be very beneficial.
I'm learning how to control my diabetes after so many years of ignoring it.
In addition to learning how to manage her diabetes, Marie says she is experiencing an overall improved quality of life.
I come here and I talk to these ladies and gentlemen, and it's just like the best, because I'm at home. I can say whatever.
Diet and nutrition are also a key part of the GOAL program's curriculum. Health experts come to the classes and show patients how to prepare various diabetes-friendly cuisines.
Kind of taking that extra moment and saying, well, let me check and see how much sugar is in this before I decide to pick it up. Maybe I can walk down the aisle a little bit and there's a better product.
With obesity on the rise, more people are being diagnosed with diabetes than ever before. And nurse practitioner Melody Lee warns that if you suspect you have the disease, it's highly recommended that you get screened.
It has a multi-system effect. It can affect your eyes, your kidneys, it can cause heart attack, stroke, amputation, blindness. So the effects are very devastating.
The clinic is also available for other preventative health and medical needs for those who are underinsured or low income. For HCTV, I'm Amy Davis.
For more information about the GOAL program, call 310-355-0100. When we return, the Senior Center wraps up summer with a dance. Stay with us.